Did you know that eating lentils the wrong way can upset your stomach, drain your energy, and block your body from getting the nutrients it needs, even if you think you're eating healthy? That's right. Lentils are packed with health benefits, but if they're not prepared the right way, they can quietly cause more harm than good. Stick with me, because in this video, I'll walk you through the most common mistakes people make with lentils, and more importantly, how to fix them so your body actually gets the full benefit. And before we dive in, go ahead and drop a comment below. Let us know where you're watching from, and how young you are at heart. Let's see how many of us are choosing to age strong and smart, together. Now, let's jump right in. Mistake number 1, skipping the soak. One of the biggest mistakes people make with lentils is not soaking them before cooking. I get it, lentils cook faster than beans, so people assume they're fine to cook straight from dry. But here's the truth, skipping the soak can make lentils much harder to digest. You see, lentils naturally contain anti-nutrients like tannins and phytates. These compounds interfere with your body's ability to absorb important minerals like calcium, iron, and zinc. They also contain certain carbohydrates, like oligosaccharides, that your body struggles to break down. That's what often causes bloating, gas, and that heavy feeling in your stomach after eating. If you cook lentils without soaking them first, those compounds stay active and your body misses out on the real benefits. Now, some people think you can just cook them longer and solve the problem with heat. Unfortunately, that's not enough. Without soaking, the anti-nutrients remain stubbornly intact. The best approach? Soak your lentils in water for 8 to 12 hours, overnight works great. Add a splash of lemon juice or a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar to the water. This simple trick helps break down those harmful compounds and activates enzymes that make nutrients more available to your body. And don't forget to rinse them well before cooking. This small step can make a huge difference. Your digestion improves, gassiness goes down, and your body can actually absorb all the goodness lentils offer. Mistake number 2, skipping vitamin C. Here's another one most people don't realize, eating lentils without pairing them with foods rich in vitamin C. Lentils are a great source of iron, but it's a type called non-heme iron, which is harder for your body to absorb compared to the iron in meat. If you don't eat vitamin C alongside your lentils, your body might not absorb that iron at all. And if you're over 60, iron is even more important, to maintain energy, prevent anemia, and support brain health. In fact, studies show that vitamin C can boost iron absorption by up to 3 times. That's huge. So how do you do it? Simple. Just add in ingredients like bell peppers, tomatoes, lemon juice, or a side of citrus fruit. Even a small squeeze of lemon over your lentil dish can go a long way. Want to take it a step further? Avoid drinking coffee or tea right after your meal. Both contain compounds that actually block iron absorption. If you've been feeling unusually tired, noticing pale skin, or brittle nails, this one change could make a real difference. Hey, before we keep going, if you've learned even one new thing so far, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Let's keep this conversation going. And don't forget to watch all the way to the end, because the final tip could completely change the way you see lentils. If you've got friends or family who are trying to eat healthier, share this video with them too. Let's all age stronger, together. Now, back to the list. Mistake number 3, reheating lentils too often. A lot of us like to batch cook, it saves time, right? But here's the thing, reheating lentils over and over again can quietly wreck both their nutrition and your digestion. Each time you reheat lentils, especially if they've been sitting out at room temperature too long, you increase the chance of bacterial growth. And some of these bacteria are surprisingly heat-resistant. Plus, the more you reheat them, the more the nutrients break down. B vitamins, antioxidants, and even protein quality start to fade with every pass through the microwave or stove. So what's the solution? Instead of keeping a big pot in the fridge, divide your cooked lentils into single servings. Store them in airtight containers in the fridge or freezer. That way, you only reheat what you actually plan to eat. And always heat them thoroughly. Cold spots can harbor bacteria that lead to mild digestive issues. These small habits protect both the safety and the nutrition of your food, and they help your lentils taste better too. Mistake number 4, adding processed meats. Let's talk about something that might surprise you. A lot of people toss sausage, ham, bacon, or other processed meats into their lentil dishes. It's traditional in some recipes, but it's not doing your body any favors. Yes, it adds flavor, but at a serious cost. Processed meats are loaded with unhealthy fats, sodium, nitrites, and preservatives that have been linked to heart disease, high blood pressure, and even cancer, especially colorectal cancer. So now your healthy lentil meal has been turned into something inflammatory. Instead, try swapping in better protein options. A sliced hard-boiled egg. Some grilled tofu. Skinless chicken breast. Even nuts or seeds like sunflower seeds or crushed almonds. And don't underestimate what vegetables can do for flavor. Caramelized onions, sautéed spinach, diced tomatoes, or bell peppers can take a simple lentil dish to the next level. Lentils are a powerhouse on their own, but what you cook them with makes all the difference. Mistake number 5, using store-bought sauces or seasoning cubes. This one's a sneaky culprit, using commercial sauces or bouillon cubes to flavor your lentils. They might taste great, but those convenient flavor bombs are often packed with MSG, artificial chemicals, and loads of sodium. Even a tiny bit can lead to water retention, headaches, blood pressure spikes, and long-term damage when used often. Instead, reach for real seasonings. Garlic, onion, turmeric, thyme, cumin, bay leaves. A little black pepper or paprika can give your lentils a wonderful kick, without harming your health. Not only do these natural spices enhance flavor, they actually support digestion and fight inflammation too. What you season your food with matters just as much as the food itself. So choose ingredients that care for your gut, heart, and kidneys, not stress them out. Mistake number 6, skipping veggies and healthy fats. You might be tempted to just cook lentils in water and salt, thinking simple equals healthy. But here's the thing, lentils by themselves aren't a complete meal. When you skip out on vegetables and healthy fats, you're missing out on a ton of nutrition. Without healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or nuts, your body can't properly absorb fat-soluble vitamins, like A, D, E, and K, from the rest of your meal. And without veggies, you're losing out on fiber, antioxidants, and immune-boosting nutrients. To make your lentil dish complete, toss in vegetables like carrots, spinach, tomatoes, or bell peppers. Then add a healthy fat, ground flaxseed, a drizzle of olive oil, or a few slices of avocado. Even pairing lentils with a whole grain like quinoa or brown rice can help balance the protein and keep you full longer. Don't think of lentils as a meal on their own, think of them as the foundation of a nourishing, balanced plate. Mistake number 7, overeating lentils, too much of a good thing. Lentils are great for you, but more isn't always better. Once people find out how nutritious lentils are, it's common to start eating them every day, sometimes even with every meal. But even the healthiest food can cause issues if you overdo it. Lentils are very high in fiber, and too much fiber all at once can lead to bloating, excessive gas, and digestive discomfort, especially if your gut isn't used to it. They also contain natural compounds like phytates and lectins, which, when eaten in large amounts or without proper soaking and cooking, can block mineral absorption and irritate the gut lining. The key is moderation. For most people, enjoying lentils 2 to 3 times a week is plenty. Make them part of a balanced meal that includes vegetables, healthy fats, and a variety of protein sources. You can even rotate in other legumes like chickpeas, mung beans, or black beans. This gives your digestive system a break, supports a wider range of nutrients, and keeps your meals interesting. Health isn't about eating just one superfood. It's about balance, variety, and making smart choices day after day. So why do so many of us fall into these lentil mistakes? Well, a lot of it comes down to habits, many passed down from parents or grandparents. Things like adding sausages, using flavor cubes, or reheating leftovers too often aren't done out of carelessness. They're traditions. And in many homes, they're just how it's always been done. We also tend to believe that if a food is healthy, more of it must be better. But that's not always true. Even lentils can become a problem when eaten the wrong way, or too often, or with the wrong pairings. And let's be honest, the food industry hasn't exactly helped. With all the misleading packaging, shortcuts, and healthy-looking products that are actually full of additives and preservatives, it's easy to think we're eating well when we're not. But recognizing the problem is the first step toward changing it. And that brings us to: if you want to get the full nutritional benefit from lentils, it all starts with one simple but often skipped step: soaking them properly. Soak your lentils for at least 8 hours in warm water. Add a splash of lemon juice or apple cider vinegar to help break down the phytic acid and tannins. These are the compounds that block your body from absorbing key minerals like calcium, zinc, and iron. Soaking also softens the lentils, making them easier to digest and far less likely to cause bloating or gas. Once they're soaked and rinsed, it's time to cook them with gut-friendly, natural spices. Think cumin, turmeric, garlic, ginger, or bay leaf. These not only add flavor, they help soothe digestion and reduce inflammation. Skip the seasoning cubes and bottled sauces. Most are full of MSG, sodium, and artificial additives that cancel out the benefits of your healthy ingredients. Next, pair your lentils with vitamin C-rich foods. A squeeze of fresh lemon juice, chopped tomatoes, red bell peppers, even a side of citrus fruit. These simple additions help your body absorb the plant-based iron in lentils much more effectively. And don't forget healthy fats. A few slices of avocado, a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, or a handful of nuts or seeds make your meal more satisfying and help absorb fat-soluble vitamins from any veggies you've added. The most nourishing lentil meals are balanced, with plant protein, colorful vegetables, quality fats, and a thoughtful approach to cooking. Let's go over a few habits that seem healthy, but may actually work against you. Number 1, relying on canned lentils. Yes, they're convenient. But most canned lentils are loaded with sodium, preservatives, and sometimes even low-quality oils. Just one can could contain more than half your recommended daily salt intake. And the BPA used in many can linings has been linked to hormone disruption and other health issues over time. Instead, cook lentils fresh at home. That way, you can soak them properly, add your own natural seasonings, and control every ingredient that goes in. Number 2, only eating lentils with white rice. Sure, lentils and rice together make a complete protein. But without veggies or healthy fats, this combo lacks fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. And white rice can spike your blood sugar if it's not balanced with other foods. Instead, add spinach, carrots, bell peppers, or zucchini. Throw in some olive oil or avocado. These small changes turn a basic meal into a complete, nourishing one. Number 3, using store-bought broth cubes. Even if they're labeled low-fat or homemade style, most broth powders and cubes are full of sodium, MSG, and synthetic ingredients that your body doesn't need. They can actually train your taste buds to crave processed flavor and make real food taste bland by comparison. Try making your own broth at home with simple ingredients: onion, garlic, carrots, celery, and a bay leaf. Make a big batch and freeze it in small portions. It's easier than you think, and much healthier. Number 4, eating lentils every day without variety. Lentils are great, but eating them in the same form every single day can cause food fatigue and limit your nutrient intake. Worse, it can lead to digestive issues or even food sensitivities over time. Try rotating in other legumes, kidney beans, green peas, mung beans. Mix up your recipes too. Cold lentil salads, hearty stews, or homemade dips can keep things interesting and balanced. The more variety in your diet, the better your digestion, your nutrient intake, and your enjoyment of food. Now that you know the most common mistakes, and how to avoid them, you're in a great position to truly enjoy everything lentils have to offer. They're packed with nutrition. But they need to be soaked, seasoned, and paired smartly to give your body the full benefit. It's not just about eating lentils. It's about preparing them with intention. Avoid shortcuts like canned versions or processed seasoning cubes. Add colorful vegetables, natural spices, healthy fats, and vitamin C-rich foods. Rotate with other legumes. And above all, listen to your body. When you take the time to prepare food with care, your body responds with better energy, better. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. We're building a community here, people who want to age strong, stay healthy, and take control of their nutrition. Drop a comment below. How old are you, and where are you watching from? We love hearing from this amazing group of wise, wonderful people. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and happy cooking!